Welcome back to Find Me in a Book.
I am also welcome to be back on Find Me in a Book.
Good.
I haven't been fired yet.
Not yet.
I haven't been fired.
There were a couple of moments before right now.
The episode is still young.
Welcome back to the fourth episode now.
Yeah. Thanks for not firing me.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
This is going to be about the fourth era that I went through that kind of bled into January. So that it kind of wraps up the eras that I went through during the holiday season. We're going to be talking about small town romances.
Small town
I
romances.
love a good small town romance.
Yep.
You know what?
My mom loves a good small town romance.
Does she really?
Yeah. Well, you know that she grew up in a small town, right?
I do. I do know that.
Yeah. If anyone's curious, Wilcox, which is on like America's ghost cities lists.
Really?
Yeah, but people still live there. Like there's at least 1,000 people that live in the town. Probably not more than 1,000 though.
Your mom met your dad in
No.
Wilcox? Well, then it's not a small town romance.
But she probably had some small town romances there.
Well, before we get into that, I got to talk to you.
Okay.
Which we talked about it this morning because, y'all, this little guy, this Magic Mind sleep performance shot, wow, does it give you, does it take you to a deeper level of sleeping that you are having the most vivid dreams that you are convinced that they are real? That's what I've been going through. So I haven't been taking it every day like I was like about a week ago. I have been taking it strategically now where I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of stressed about the work day tomorrow. I just need like a really good night's sleep. Then I've been taking this. Last night, though, I was like, I just need to get to sleep. So I took one of these. JR,
This morning, I woke up to near tear. You were teary-eyed.
I was in tears.
You were
I was in
misty-eyed.
tears.
All right. She wasn't like ugly sobbing or something like that. But I came back from the bathroom and she's like, JR, I need to talk to you. Which that conversation never starts well. And she looks me dead in the eye and says, are you $160,000 in debt? And
With gambling?
with gambling?
I had a very, very vivid. I was in it. I thought it was real. I thought that he had just told me nonchalant because in this dream we were having like a good conversation. It seemed very normal for us.
When
Yes,
you asked
this was
me
a
about the $160,000, that was in a dream.
Yes.
In your dream, you dreamed that I gambled $160,000
And
away.
he had casually told me about this, like, yeah, and then we have this 160,000 in gambling, and I was like, in my dream, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I literally didn't know what to do. And then all of a sudden he like had walked to a different room and I couldn't find him at all. And in a lot of my dreams, he never answers his phone. Like whenever I need him, even in real life, whenever I need him, it's always when he's away from
pretty
his
good
phone.
about answering my phone.
Yeah, but it's always in
Yeah,
the
there are
situations where I need him.
98% of the time I answer my phone. Whenever you're freaking out, though, that is the 2% of the time I don't answer my phone.
So I have nightmares about it. And so in this dream, he didn't answer his phone. I couldn't get to our app because we have a Tesla that you can track like location. So I was trying to find that app to track him down. And my phone wasn't working. It was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
So I woke up and I was like, well, I feel refreshed, but I'm also in tears. So there are some really great positives. You feel really great in the morning. You have energy, motivation. Like I have just been feeling so refreshed when I wake up in the morning from having taken one of these. But be warned, you might have some very deep, vivid dreams.
Yeah, let me see that real quick.
And for the month of January.
Yeah, there's a little asterisk that says may cause vivid dreams of gambling debt. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
It doesn't. But for the month of January, we have a link that you can follow. It's in the description below. It's magicmind.com/findmeinabookjan. It's just for January, so it's only another week that this deal is going on. That you get 45% off a bundle, so you get that and you get the mental performance boost. So
Yeah, here's some of the things that they have in case you're curious. Lemon balm, GABA or GABA. It's organic ashwagandha, organic chamomile, kava, L-theanine, valerian, passion flower, 5-HTP, and lavender. Maybe
Drinking
take a
them
half
every night.
bottle.
Maybe a half a bottle. We'll see how that goes. That's very smart. Anyways, follow the link in the description below if you want to partake, you know? But let's talk about small town romances.
Small
I'm
town.
so excited.
Now, are you excited because you yourself like small town romances? Because
I
you're from a small town romance?
Yes.
Well,
Except I don't think I'm really from a small town. Like I'm from a small-ish town, but according to like these books, it's not a small town. Like small town is when you pretty much know everyone in your town. You know the store owners. You know everybody's business. Like that's a small town to me.
yeah, Idaho Falls isn't a small town.
No.
Or
And
even Ammon. Like, it's not small.
no, it's really not. There's so many people, and it keeps growing. Sarah Adams, she is so good at a small town. A couple years ago, she came out with the first book in this series. You don't absolutely need to have read each one of these. Like, they kind of can be standalones, but it's really nice. I really like that there's 3 books that you can read together. The first one is When in Rome, and this is about Noah and Amelia. And Noah is the firstborn of this family that we're following in this series. So their grandma raised them because their parents had died when they were young. And their grandma owned a pie shop. And so he takes over the pie shop. Amelia is this pop star trying to find refuge in this small town. Her car breaks down. They fall in love. So then we have Emily, which Emily, her story is in this 3rd book. So she's the second born first daughter.
Okay, so this is like a big, long series?
I hope so.
Okay.
Like, so far
Wait,
there's 3
all
books.
3 of the, 3 books.
There's 3 books in the series
okay,
so
I thought you were
far.
talking about it like a bunch of romances in one book.
No, there's
Okay.
3 books in the series. The 3rd book just came out. That's what we're going to be talking about today is the 3rd book, Beg, Borrow, and Steal. So that's about Emily and Jack. But the 2nd book is Practice Makes Perfect, and this is about Annie. Annie is the youngest in this family. There's 3 girls. There's Noah, which is a boy. Noah, Emily, Maddie, and Annie. And Annie, it gets together with Will, who's Amelia's bodyguard.
I know I'm focusing on the wrong detail,
I know.
but you said Noah, who is a boy. Are there girls out there named Noah?
Yeah. Noah Cyrus. She's a singer. Miley Cyrus's sister.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it can be a fluid name if you want it to be. Don't yuck their name.
I'm not yucking their name. I'm adjusting to a world that I didn't know Noah could be used as a girl's name.
Yeah. Well, any name could be used as a girl's name, whether people are used to it or not.
I guess that's fair. That's fair.
So the reason why I brought up these books for our 4th era is because I reread the first 2 before the 3rd one came out on January 7th. So it's brand new. It was perfect. I loved it. If I could choose my favorite out of the 3, I really like a good bodyguard book. So like the 2nd one was so cute. I really, really loved it. But I really like the characters on this 3rd book. But before we get into all of the book stuff, we're going to talk about it some more. We kind of lived in a smallish town of Greenville in North Carolina, but that's still not considered a small town.
They had a Division 1 school there, so no.
I want to know what are like 1 or 2 pros of living in a small town and 1 or 2 cons that you think that like immediately comes to mind.
I think the pros of the town is that everyone does know each other, so that sense, like, if something's off, like, people know about it, which could be a pro and a con kind of thing.
It's like a sense of belonging.
Yeah, but like another pro is that like if something like does go wrong, people are usually around to help you out because it's like, it's
Yeah.
more community based. You live together, you die together.
Yeah.
Survival, survival of the community.
But we could also turn it into a con.
Yeah, because
That they're-
everyone's in each other's business.
Oh, yeah.
It's like like a small town life is like your actual family life. Everyone's in each other's business all the time. Everyone knows stuff. So I guess your family's bigger and everyone takes care of each other more, but at the same time, like, they're still strangers, not blood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
everyone's
agree.
just nosy.
And it creates a sense of community, a sense of warmth. Like, you really do have a lot of people to reach out to if you need to.
Asking for a cup of sugar from someone in a small town's a normal thing.
Yeah, very normal.
Someone asks for a cup of sugar in like an apartment complex, like even just your next door neighbor, the neighbor would be like, "Why are you talking to me?"
Right. One of the things that I like about small town romances is a lot of them are romantic comedies, like rom-coms, because like these town people become such like prominent side characters, and there's usually like such a quirky like old elderly person that you just love, and they're always nosy and they always want to know the gossip, and like there's always one character that I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so funny, like this makes me want to like stay in a small town, because like the characters around them just like make the story so good and fun. And I really like the quirkiness that they usually bring into it. Another thing that I like about small town romances is that there's usually like a local hot spot that everybody goes to, like a diner that everyone gathers in, or a bar,
Yeah.
or
It's the town bar, the town
yeah,
diner, the town hall
yeah,
that everyone
they just,
congregates in.
yeah, and Gilmore Girls does this really, really well. It's this show, Small Town.
Everyone knows who Gilmore Girls
Okay,
is.
good, good.
You don't have to pretend. I think even Gen Z knows what
They
Gilmore
should.
Girls is.
They should. I was just checking to make sure that you know what Gilmore
I
Girls
obviously know what it is. I think I've watched you finish the series twice on Netflix.
is. Probably. I think I've watched it like 3 times
Okay.
in my life. But, anyways, so I want to know, if we lived in a small town, what store would you want to own? Like if you
Small
were,
town.
yeah, if you were a store owner.
In this fantasy world, I would want to own a wood shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like woodworking. I think it's
Okay.
cool. I've never gotten a chance to do it, but it's always fascinated me.
Yeah.
That's my retirement plan. Remember
No.
what?
I don't remember
To have a
this at
wood shop,
all.
like just have a shed with a wood shop in the back that I just go and make whatever.
No. This is the first I've been hearing about it. Y'all, we've been married, what, 13 years?
We've had conversations about this.
Was I conscious? Was
Yes,
I
you were-
sober? Anyways.
You're hurting
this
my
is-
feelings right now.
we,
This hurts. You really don't remember this?
we're going to schedule an argument
Oh my
later.
gosh, we're fighting.
I
In the middle
I
of your
recall,
no,
like,
don't pretend. Go ahead, do
Okay,
your precious
you're
small
right.
town romance.
You're right. I don't remember at all.
Yes.
But that's good to know. You would want to like make furniture for people.
Yeah, what
Or-
about you? What would you like to do in a small
I would
town?
do a bakery.
I don't believe that.
You're right. I would do a bookshop. Like I would do a bookshop bakery. Me and my best friend Caitlin, we have this dream of having this like little cottage in the woods and having it be like a tea shop and like have this greenhouse and a little bakery and bookshop, like, and it just being this whole experience. Like I just want to do that so bad. And so like that's what I would do. I would have a bookshop in a small town.
Caitlin would be the one that would have to carry the baking
No,
because you would quit halfway through.
I probably would.
You would make one batch of like cupcakes, even like mini cupcakes. You'd be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I'll go
Do
take.
we have to have a bake? Like, let's just do books.
We could have a coffee shop. I could do.
No, anything you have to physically make, you will make one round and then you'll be done
No.
with it. You will not care to make another round.
No, I would do the coffee. She would do the baking, and we'd have like the bookstore. It would be fine. We'd be fine.
You just do the book and do the book bakery, and you do the books like Caitlin do the baking.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out later.
I just don't want you thinking that you can bake nonstop.
Thank you for the confidence. Moving on. What do you think are
I know you well.
What do you think are the 3 most common tropes that are in a small town romance?
3 common tropes.
Mm-hmm.
So are these the tropes like the romance tropes?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, remind me some of the tropes without.
I'll just tell you them.
Okay, just tell
So, big city escape. Someone from the big city wanting to come in,
Yeah.
kind of like ranching. The ranch
Okay.
cowboys is like big city
Escapism.
Exactly.
Okay.
The next one they say is enemies to lovers, but it's not really an enemies to lovers. It's more like in this
Opposites
book,
attract?
Yeah, opposites attract. The one that we're going to be talking about is kind of enemies to lovers, but it's more rivals to lovers. That's what I see in a lot of small towns too, is like the rivals, or like there's the second chance romance. That one's a really big one in these books as well. Yeah, like two characters with opposing goals or personalities clash, like rival shop owners, a newcomer disrupting a local's life, competing participants, like in a town event. Like they're just more of rivals, which makes sense. Like I've seen all of those tropes in small town romances.
Okay.
Let's talk about the book now.
All right.
Beg, Borrow, and Steal.
Beg, Borrow, and Steal by Sarah
Adams.
Sarah Adams. Sarah
Sarah
Adams.
Adams. I don't often stop and just smile because a book like is just so cute and fun, and I've just enjoyed it. But this book made me do that, where I literally like sat there and I just had the biggest smile, and I was like, this is so cute. Like, I just enjoyed it. Like, I genuinely enjoyed this book. Like, there was nothing that I was like, that's kind of weird, like, or the pacing's off, or the character, nothing.
So this is all around just like a good, wholesome, classic book.
And it does have a closed door spice scenes. Like, it kind of has a little
closed
bit.
door spice scenes? Does that mean, like...
You're not in there with them.
Okay, so they're not describing the throbs and the
No.
pulsings.
No, there is a lot of sexual tension and a lot of, like, spice leading up to it. You're not there with them when they do it.
Okay.
So
Good to know that you're cleaning up your act now.
Thank you.
Not diving into the smut.
I would recommend this for my mom and sister. Like this series. The whole series is.
What about
a closed
teenagers?
door.
Would teenage girls like this?
Maybe if they were 18 plus. I still don't think it's a young adult.
Okay.
But it.
Not for young adults.
Not yet.
No, wait,
like,
not young adults.
the
Young
older
teenagers. Not good
yeah.
for teenagers.
A little bit on the older young adults. Yeah, 18 plus, but nothing younger than that, I don't think, because of the sexual
Adults
tension.
only.
And, yeah.
This must be some real sexual tension.
It's really great. It is really great. So we have Emily. She is the second child. She is the oldest sister, so she feels responsible for her siblings. She has kind of taken the role of like
How many
the
siblings
mother.
does she have?
She has the older brother, Noah.
Okay.
And then she has Maddie and Annie underneath her.
And because she's the oldest daughter, she feels
yeah.
the need to take care of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a very self-imposed kind of thing.
No, it's very, very normal for an older sister to want to take care of their siblings. And
is it?
Yes, Jer, I have an older sister.
Okay.
You do not.
I don't. I do have 5 younger siblings, though.
I know you do have younger siblings, but it is very common
It
for
doesn't
the
matter.
older sister
Gotcha.
to want to take care of her, especially when their parents died. So she's helping out the grandma.
Not self-imposed. This makes sense now.
Yeah.
You didn't say her mom died.
Yes,
her
I did
parents died.
earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. You just don't pay attention.
Okay, my bad.
At the beginning of it, we meet Jack. So they are both second grade teachers, and they're feuding. Like, ever since Jack came into the picture, he has just been this, like, perfect guy. He is able to wow everyone. He's able to be so friendly and charismatic towards everyone. Like, everyone just loves Jack. And Emily, she's lived in this town her whole life. Like, she knows everybody. And she's just kind of a hard person to get along with. She's very blunt. She's very matter of fact. She's very... just like likes things her own way and likes them a certain way, and she's just very strict on that. And so when she sees someone sweep in and just charm everyone just so easily, she's like, wait, I couldn't do that. Like, you're going to take them away from me, like these people. And so she just had it out for him from day one, and he has just gone along with it. Like, he is like, she challenges me, like she's attractive, like I want to keep up with her, like this is fun. And so he had been dating someone. They got engaged and moved to Nebraska. I want to say that they were gone for a year, maybe. They broke it off. Everyone heard about it in the small town that he was coming back because they had like broken it off and everything. So he comes back and everyone knows that him and Emily feud. And so the town is like, okay, Emily, like, do you want us to accept him? Do you want us to like, shun him? Like, what do you want us to do? And so she's like, no, we're gonna shun him. So he actually buys the dilapidated house next door to her, and she finds out that they're neighbors, and he's like, I can't get a contractor to help me. Like, can you please talk to them? And she's like, no. And so that's where the feuding
Wait,
starts
she said
again.
no?
Yeah. She
Oh,
told the contractor
okay,
to
because
not
your
take
face
on his
made it look
project.
like she said yes.
Oh, no. No, she told the contractor, don't take his business. And so he's like, okay, can we please come up with a truce? Like, what do we need to do? And one drunken night, Emily, she wants to be a romance writer. And so she has this really spicy book, and she accidentally sends it to their principal instead of this potential agent.
And how old is Emily?
I want to say she's in her early 30s.
Okay, so
Like-
not her current principal.
No, her current principal. They're currently on summer. They're in summer. She's a teacher. They're the principal of their
Oh.
school.
Okay, I thought she was a student that sent a really spicy book to the principal.
You are not listening
I-
today.
Go for it. Keep going. I
Okay,
didn't know how old she
principal-
was.
The principal
Okay.
at their work, she realizes that she sent the spicy book to her principal. So she goes over to Jack. She's like, I need help. And so throughout the book, you're with them as they're trying to get this email back. Like they break into his house, like all these different things. And it's funny, it's witty. The characters are very well rounded. They're very real situations, like the emotions that they go through, the character building, like the growth that they go through emotionally and together. And it was perfect. It was, and I don't read perfect books a lot. Like, it was perfect. And 10 out of 10. And I just really loved the series in general. It was just very warm, and I just loved it. Do you have any questions about this book?
So Emily is not in high school.
She's
I'm
not
just
in
kidding.
high school.
I'm kidding.
You picture her in high school this whole time.
Well, when you said she sent the book to the principal, immediately my head was like, oh, this is a high school girl that sent a very inappropriate book to an adult guy.
No, they're teachers to
Yeah.
the second grade.
Yeah, which is still, that's more funny.
Yeah.
The other situation is more horrifying in this client. This is funny.
Good. Yeah, it was very funny. And it was very witty. Not like a really trying hard funny. It was just very witty in the banter that you're like, this is funny. Like, it just makes you smile. So, I have a couple would you rathers for you.
Okay, hit me.
Would you rather fall for the local baker or the small town sheriff?
Local baker,
Why?
because they can bake.
Okay, that's fair.
The sheriff, I mean, they might have handcuffs and stuff, but I don't know.
Would you rather attend a cozy town festival or help organize a bake sale to impress your crush?
What was the first one?
Attend a cozy town festival?
That one. I'd rather do that.
I'd rather do that too. I'm like, I don't want to do these things.
I'm not going to try to make something to impress. So I just am. I am impressive as is.
Would you rather live in a small town with one amazing coffee shop or one with an incredible bookstore? I don't know what I'd
Neither.
choose.
None of those. Okay, what was it? Coffee shop and a bookstore?
Yeah.
I guess I would take the bookstore.
Okay, what would your equivalence be?
My equivalent?
Yeah, because the bookstore.
Okay, so if
and
you want to make a hard decision for me, it would be a town with a really awesome steakhouse.
Okay.
And then the other thing would be or a town with a really awesome like video store, like a Blockbuster, but like it's
Yeah.
different. Think book. Okay, it's a bookstore, but it's all
Yeah.
just movies, old movies to like the new movies, all that stuff.
Oh, I like
For
that.
me, that's
Like a book
my
library
that would be a hard
almost.
decision for me.
Yeah.
That would make me go, ooh, I don't know. A town where I could just go to that same restaurant every day and they know what I like and they would just make it,
Yeah.
or go to the video rental store. That's a hard decision.
Oh, that is a hard decision. I agree. Okay, well, those were all my would you rathers.
I think I would take the video store, by the way.
Okay, video
I
store.
think I'd lean to that.
Yeah, because I could make you dinner sometimes if you wanted. We could go to the bakery, my bakery. Just kidding.
Where you would quit halfway through the baking process.
Probably. Hey, you want a half-baked cupcake? Anyways, thank you guys for joining on our small town romance. After all of that, JR, what do you think is your favorite thing about a small town?
My favorite thing about a small town?
Yeah. Would you ever want to live in a small town? If it was like maybe half hour
Like,
from a big city.
Retired. When I'm not trying, I would retire to a small town.
Okay.
But I mean, I still got to live within an hour of an airport.
Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. I agree. Anyways, thanks for joining me again on this episode.
Okay.
And
Will I be back next time?
we'll see. Definitely click the link down below for Magic Mind. Literally changes, just is so good. It is so good.
Yeah,
I
if
highly
you want
recommend
dreams where your husband gets in debt $160,000, try Magic
yeah,
Mind.
do it. It lasts for the month of January, this deal, so click on the link. But other than that, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz. Subscribe so that you can be notified when new episodes come out. But very grateful for you guys, and I will see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.